Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick, and welcome back to Warhammer 40K Boltgun, the Forges of Corruption. Or it's just the Forge of Corruption, not plural, just singular. I forget. It is it is the plural forges. It is multiple forges of corruption. You can't just have one forge. You have to forge all the corruptions you can, and you got to do it with multiple forges. Welcome back to the Forges of Corruption DLC for the first game. We've already beat the campaign. We defeat the sorcerer. We destroy the traitor Samael. Now we're trying to destroy even more chaos that exists on the planet of Graia. The forces of chaos are always at work. And it's up to us to stop it with a gun or several guns. We need all of the guns. Wait, I think I've just remembered the other day I was saying there's a quote from a movie, like give him all the bullets, but I think I was incorrect about the quote. I think the movie I was thinking about, the line is give him a gun, give him all of the guns. Possibly. So, if there turns out there was an actual movie where somebody's like, I'm going to give him a bullet, give him all the bullets, you still get the triple bonus points. But double bonus points if you know which movie it's the line, give him a gun, give him all the guns, is from. I don't know if that movie is necessarily well remembered, but at the same time, I don't think that movie is necessarily looked down on. It was just one of those movies that was like, it achieved exactly what it needed to, what it wanted to do, and was part of this kind of like spectacle for its time. But because it didn't necessarily achieve anything beyond that, like it was exactly what it was trying to do, because of that, I don't think it's remembered longer than that. If that makes any sense. But I'm talking too much, and I'm not shooting anybody, so let's enter Escalating Chaos. Also, that is amazing art on the left there. The Manufactorum's towers convulse with chaos blight. Fight your way to the colossal forge spire at the heart of the complex. Find the source of corruption before it's too late. Hey, Servo Skull. Scanning Forge Spire. Warning. Chaos corruption escalating. Haste. Recommended. Hold on. I think I managed to take a screenshot just in time. We'll see in post. Get rid of you. And you. I probably should have just blown those up. Nope. Especially since there's somebody trying to blow me up. Oh, hello. An aspiring champion. Aspire to this. All right. Yeah, that screenshot worked out. That'll be my thumbnail. And now I don't have to worry about making thumbnails for this video. Like, I could always have, YouTube construct a random thumbnail using, like, just some random image from the video. But that would usually include my face. And I'd like the thumbnail to be unobstructed gameplay, while also not featuring a bunch of corpses, because I feel like that's just an odd thing to be like going through. Like, I feel like the thumbnails are meant to be more PG. even if this video is maturated. Scanning bag train. Probability of interception, very low. Okay, what have we got? We got shotgun, we got the Melta, which is better than the regular Melta, the Volkite Caliver, the Vengeance Launcher, which is low on ammo. Heavy Bolter's full missile launcher is relatively low. Not terribly low. Analyzing method of heretical ingress into Manufactorum. Recommendation. Increase defensive wall diameter by 300%. I think it might be a little bit late for that. Also, once again, are there actual survivors anywhere to build this wall? Like, I feel like a lot of this defense is meant to safeguard or... Oh, there's a plasma cannon. Safeguard this planet that might as well already be dead. Everybody on this planet seems to be pretty dead. Their friends are dead. Their family's dead. Their dog is dead. I don't remember how the rest of it goes. I give you free half bonus points. Just regular bonus points if you happen to know the rest of that reference. And then the regular melt gun. Ooh. That is cool. It's like the way that the lighting and the fog generation is done makes a lot of distant buildings look like silhouettes, and also that's a working train. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. You got so bored waiting for me, decided to read a book. The worst. Rock status disabled. Addendum 1, technologically unrefined. Addendum 2, heretical. Okay, there's clearly going to be a fight here. Damn you, screamer of something, something, something. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Hello, Chaos Marine. Okay, there's probably going to be a big guy who'll show up. Although, actually, you know, the expansion has kind of changed the rules about the purge zones a little bit. In that, like, the purge zones have a very definite set of bad guys to fight. It's just a lot of them. Oh, you're still alive. And you even have a really slow melee weapon that's ineffective. Okay, there's another one down there. I see we've got some power gun. I kept calling them power gun. They're plasma rifle users. Oh, hello. Wow, that was terrible aim. Oh, hello. Did a... Oh, hello. Did an aspiring champion get stuck down there? I think an aspiring champion got stuck. Which is either fortuitous or a pain in the butt. And he's dead anyway, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, this seems like it's just fight against a bunch of regular guys, which is fine. But I should definitely go and find some health and contempt really quick, like. Before this gets worse. Which is not going to be terribly hard. There's the contempt I left down here. And I probably should take out this Chaos Terminator. Okay. Okay, this is probably too much for these smaller guys. Where did the Chaos Terminator go? Chaos Terminator. Oh, there he is. Area is successfully purged. Fantastic. Although I'm sure there's still like a... Ah, damn it. There was a power-up on top of there. Which is going to be absolutely useless. Like, do I really want to slow down time now? Heretical life signs extinguished. Yes, but I also want to make sure heretical ammo reserves have been depleted and then given to me. Oh. And also, contempt gathered, health collected. We want to have as much contempt for our enemies as possible. And then there's here, but I can't pick this up anymore, so that's fine. But now I'm... hold on. Have I been picking up... No, this is Volkite caliber ammo, which I am full on. Yeah, the only weapon I'm missing is the gravity gun. Which I said with utmost confidence. Warning, optical sensors obstructed by eviscerated flesh. You know, I would imagine that would be a problem for the Space Marines. By the way, I do realize that I'm not really talking in the accent of... I admit I'm not necessarily familiar with the world of Warhammer 40K. But I do realize I'm not talking in the accent of the Space Marines. Based on my understanding from playing Warhammer Space Marine, the Space Marines are more like a... like a British sounding, and the orcs are more of like Australian. No, not Australian. What is? They've got the accent that produces the Spice Marine. What Cockney? Like the Cockney British. Look out! It's the Spice Marine, and that's what I'm trying to do. Empyrean effluvium detected. Ensure integrity of armor vacuum seals. Whereas, like, the Space Marines themselves seem to have more of, like, not the posh, but like military civilized. Like sense of superiority British accent. Again, based entirely on me playing Warhammer Space Marine. So, hopefully that was an accurate representation of the entire Warhammer 40K universe. I mean, at the very least, for the context of this video. It doesn't need... I keep thinking this purple slime is going to be damaging, but as we all know, purple slime is not damaging, it's green slime that's damaging. God. I will not suffer the heretics to live. Not this day, not the next day, not even on Labor Day when it is my day off. For a Space Marine has no days off or vacation days. There is only work days. And, oh, hello. Yeah. And the shotgun, I've mentioned before, I make fun of it, but it is definitely a good weapon on these light, soft, spongy enemies who are kind enough to line themselves up. It's even not bad against the pink horrors, but you do have to get close. What are these heretics guilty of? Existing, procuring manufactorums from the flesh of their enemies. I mean, who isn't guilty of that? You know, for some reason I was expecting there to be more here. Like a path that leads to a secret. Or like even a basic item or stash or something. Is that an exalted flamer? Or is that... yeah. No. There we go. Like, this has been a pretty open area to explore. Which has kind of reduced the danger level. Though I do notice that the pink horrors energy blast does track a little bit. Yeah. I'm out of Boltgun and... So, like, this, I keep expecting these paths to lead to secrets. But they just kind of lead to more enemies. And then that's about it. Oh. So this is not actually progress yet. But given some time, it will be. Okay. Machine Gods demand offering. Proposal, a key. Really? The Machine Gods want a key to unlock the lock. I feel as though the Machine Gods are being a little literal on this offering. But you know, whatever appeases the Machine Gods, only a heretic would distrust the Machine Gods. A key. Exactly what we need. Exactly what we needed it. By the way, for some reason I've been thinking about the context-sensitive buttons in Conker's Bad Fur Day today. The Chaos Spice Marine. Ah, it damages you when it starts to go rapid fire. I don't think I really noticed that. It's like very, very minimal damage, but it's there. I can't even pick it up because I'm full up on contempt. I cannot have more contempt for my enemies. It is literally impossible for me to possess more contempt for my enemies. Or missile launcher ammo. Oh, but I could have some Volkite caliber. The expansion really loves to have... Nope. Okay, that was an interestingly placed version of that one. It really likes to have multiple switches. Scanning sector Delta 23C. Target identified. Nurgling. Total targets 1. Estimated blast radius 4 kilometers. Firing. Target destroyed. Wow. That was, I'm sure, a very useful expenditure of ammo. One single Nurgling with a weapon powerful enough to decimate 4-kilometer blast radius. But hey, like, if the cost of stopping evil is blowing up the planet, witness the derangement of the Immaterium. I like how much this level has shifted tone. Ah, groovy. And I also enjoy how long range these weapons actually are. Like, just because they're incredibly distant does not mean you will not miss. And because there's a bunch of platforming coming up, I might as well save my game. Yeah, sure. You know, at the very least, this isn't the Dark Souls experience, where you, like, fall, or even, like, classic platforming, where, like, you miss a jump and then you die. Because then I would just load my game. Cable integrity decreasing. Decreasing. Gone. Bonus points if you get the reference. Screamer of stench. You will rue the day that you screamed at... I forget the main character's name. He only, like, says it a couple times. Calmoden. Foul Empyrean demons. Oh no, this one's out of range. There we go. That was the necessary waste of ammo. Ah! Clever girl. Let's see, and you're still... Well, I guess you're not alive anymore. That ended fairly quickly. I was gonna say, where do I go from here? Ah. You know, that was good enough to be considered falling into a pit, according to this game. You know, I keep saying that, like, the enemies are very quiet, and I guess they do have some noises, but it's very difficult to hear most of those noises above the sound of the carnage. Like, it's not very pronounced against everything else. The sound mixing is like, you know, you don't really need... Alright. Yeah, it even bounces a little bit. Ah, hello. I mean, I didn't really need it, but at least I don't have to worry about coming back. Missing key. Thank you, Servo Skull. I'm glad that you're here to provide that information. There's the key. I feel like I should have been on that side. Let's quickly make our way around. I feel like that would have been a better jumping off point to acquire said key. Like right here. Okay, I imagine this is because of the music. There are enemies about. But I do not see said enemies. Oh, they're up there. It's the Chaos Spice Marines. Very convenient that you can just shoot them out of the sky. Are you you're just a Marine. But I feel like they're specifically made to look closer to the aspiring champion, just to kind of throw you off. Like, they're about as weak as a regular Space Marine, but just to make you a bit iffy, like, oh my gosh, aspiring champion. And it's like, nope. Just a regular Joe. Except a regular Joe that's been twisted by the forces of chaos. Prevalence of sewage tunnels. Fortuitous. Oh, is this a sewer level? Every level must, of course, have one of those. It's required by law. Every video game needs to have a sewer level. Ooh, a grav cannon. Now we've got a full armament. With the main campaign and the expansion guns. Attention, Forge Spire entrance shielded by Noctilith. Solution, destroy Noctilith fragments. Alright. Do I just hit a button to do that? Engaging self-destruct. Error, function not found. Reattempting. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure the servo skulls cannot self-terminate. Like, do I just hit a button? Or do I actually have to shoot it? Huh. You know, let's save our game and just unload, like, some missiles on it. Okay. So missiles it is. Wow. I did not realize my shotgun was so unloaded. What was that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Noctilith has an energy bar. I didn't even notice that. A Lord of Change! I keep sounding like I'm extremely surprised that a Lord of Change has arrived. Okay, hold on. Let's go pick up some contempt. Oh my. Yeah, I'm pretty low on this ammo too. And the missile launcher does not quite do that much damage to the Lord of Change. I know. The melt-a-gun. Let us melt its face off. Its face off. We're gonna melt its face off. Yes, I should be letting go of the controller while I'm playing a video game. That's a key strategy to doing something. Not winning. There we go. Okay, I'm almost dead, which is fine. Because we can restore ourselves. We have the ability. You know, that was a little bit of a risk because, like, it's hard to tell whether the destruction of the second crystal would have also summoned another Lord of Change, but I can clearly see the end of the level. So let's see if we can pick up some ammo, clear out the last of the enemies. Do we have a... Yes, we do. Of course, we have to clear out the rest of the enemies. I did not just stay... I will not suffer a heretic to live for bonus points on my Do I Love the Emperor pop quiz. If you truly love the Emperor, you also would not suffer a heretic to live. Okay, that's a satisfying amount of... Let's see. Shotgun were terrible. Melt-a-gun were not bad, actually. Volkite Calver were fine. Regular Boltgun were terrible. Gravity Cannon, not so great. Yeah, let's start the next level off with the Volkite, because that's kind of the... Actually, yeah, the Vengeance Launcher. It's a little bit of overkill for those smaller bad guys, but I feel like the Vengeance Launcher is not a bad weapon to use in very specific situations, as opposed to, like, trying to, like, take down a weapon or a boss really quick. Feathered filth cleansed. Proceed, Emperor's chosen. Now entering desecrated foundries. Onwards into the great smelting halls of the Manufactorum. Chaoses have defiled Mechanicus assemblies to realize their own loathsome designs. Their heresy ceases on this day. Can you even believe the things that they are manufacturing in this heretical Manufactorum? I believe they're even manufacturing Pepsi products. Oh, God. Such heretical creations are an abomination to the Emperor, who only drinks Fanta. Yeah. Extreme temperature increase detected. Engage climate control systems. Conjugating. Conjugating. Route. Wow, thank you. Oh, hello. Oh. Ah, oh my gosh. This has not gone well. That's okay. We're fine. We're fine. This approach is fine. How are you? Ah, an aspiring champion. It's too bad you never learned how to... You never aspired to learn how to jump. Also very conveniently placed. Contempt. Ah. Okay, what hit me? Space Marine. All right. Oh, you think you know who you're up against. Also, I shouldn't be backing up too far, because this does go eventually to a pit. Yeah, I stay there for a little too long. And I think that's another aspiring champion over there, but... We've already discussed their incapability to jump. Nice. We do not need health. We are healthy. Incredibly healthy, surprisingly. We just need contempt for our enemies. And maybe some bullets. Magnitude of statues acceptable. The civilization does not want weak statues from a weak people. That is a pretty awesome door, though. I'm just going to take a screenshot of it because it's awesome. No, Nurgling. Ooh, the machine spirits. I've got choices now. Which gun do I want the machine spirits to inhabit? I kind of want the machine spirits to inhabit the grav cannon, despite the fact that it's more for emergencies. And I don't think I've had the machine spirit, or the multi-melta. I think I'm going to have the machine spirit inhabit this gun. Once again, it's more for, like, burning, like, tough bosses. But I feel like that would be a very useful... Like, it'll essentially really enable that gun to just melt bosses down to nothing. Ingress blocked by heretical desecration. Seek alternative entry. Oh. Very rude. See, that Nurgling was a very naughty boy and was forced to stare at a wall by his fellow Nurglings because of his naughtiness. Alright. I think I'm finally paying attention to which corpses are the ones that are likely to explode. And summon bad guys. They're the ones that are surrounded by candles, as if part of some sort of heretical ritual. Terminal velocity possible. Is that a warning that says I should save my game? Now, this game has been pretty kind in regards to pitfalls. Honestly, this game has been kinder than most. I wasn't paying attention to the candles. I knew the signs, but I'm still rushing ahead. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm on the other side. I think I'm full up on missiles. Oh no, I'm not. I used up all those missiles on the front gate. Yes. Ah! I know what I'm supposed to be looking for, and I'm still not paying attention. Commence activation ritual. Okay, I do feel like they, like the architecture in the main game, especially like the first act, it doesn't quite hit as high as the architecture in the DLC. Like, I feel like they got really inspired. Purge! Purgiato in extremis! Nah, candles. Alright, what am I going to use my upgraded melt-a-gun to destroy? Maybe you? Yes! Yes! Absolute power! Okay, there's probably still various tougher guys we need to take out. I don't even know if that's gonna... Oh, actually, that didn't do too bad. Or it blew up a whole bunch of corpses. Honestly, it's hard to tell. Oh, hello. Ah, out of ammo. Okay. So now I would like to find some health. And or contempt. I hope I haven't picked this level clean of both. Alright, let's get rid of big guy. Unnecessary unenergling. Maybe this plague toad? There we go. Fantastic. Now, the question becomes, will I survive long enough to get to health? I survived this long. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, hello. Oh, that's forward. Okay, let's still stick to these areas. That way we can refill some of the ammo because we burned through a lot. Also interesting that the melt-a-gun and the super melt-a-gun have different ammo reserves. Okay, the music has stopped. So we should be okay. The enemies should be all dead. I mean, the enemies in here. There are plenty of enemies out there. The heretics have busy hands. Frequency of statues is admirable. Thank you, Servosculla. It's very... I'm glad you let me know about your, how much the statues mean to you. Is this another purge room? Are we getting multiple purge rooms back to back? Like, I would be surprised if there wasn't another boss fight in this level. But I suppose, like, there's the big guy in the first level. There wasn't really, I don't think there was a boss fight in the second one. The third one had the Lord of Change. And then the fourth one might not. Ah! Very rude. Oh, there's a key. We need it for unlocking purposes, undoubtedly. Also very rude. Nope. I was gonna say, how do I... Okay. And we also have an aspiring champion. Somewhere over there. I think we did. Unless he aspired to be elsewhere. Possibly overkill, but I feel as though the missile launcher is... It's not necessarily the greatest... There's the aspiring champion. He's not quite dangerous in open areas. In enclosed areas, sure. Where he's charging right at you, and you're like, where can I hide? Where can I run? None of these places. Volume level of transportation mechanism. Significant probability of anywhere in a significance. Thank you, enemies, for standing nearby explosives. If you can continue doing this for the rest of the game, just like you see some explosives, like explosive barrels, and just roll towards them. Whatever it takes. There we go. There, candles. I'm paying attention now. I can see candles around a corpse. It is going to spawn into a monster. I know that when I walk up to it, not to get surprised, that it'll turn into a monster. Nothing happened. Son of a bitch. Candles. This time. Nothing. Out of all the times for a mechanic to fail me is when I'm actually looking for it. Okay, now it's probably going to be the purge, where all crime is legal on Graia. Even murder. Of course, blowing up Nurglings is always legal. Oh, you jerk. Found crack missiles? Well, I guess we're going to use these crack missiles on whatever is on the bottom floor of this area. Of course, this time. Searching databanks for Reverential Ode 282A file found, compiling 1530 verses in preparation for audio playback. Is distance the best way to fight a Nurgling? Because, like, the speed of their shots is pretty quick. But if you're really far away from them... then even at that distance, even their shots aren't fast enough. Okay, does it look like we're going to have a reason to come back here? Just in case I don't want to leave something behind. It does not look like we're going to come back here. Let us carry on with a belly full of contempt for our enemies. And also very healthy. Corrupt, compromised. I was gonna say, this looks pretty purge. This looks like the kind of room you would put a purge. So one of the... let's say this for after this fight. Let's see if I remember what the hell I started talking about at the end of this fight. Warning, commence purge! Who would have expected a purge at a time like this? Who would have expected a purge like you and a space marine like me? Ah, it's a hell brute again. Who would have... Oh. Hell brute, where did you go? I have a gun. That I did a terrible job shooting at that one specific guy. Hell brute. Oh, really? Where is he? Alright. Halberd is dead. We are almost dead. Okay. Oh. Is that a aspiring? Ah, that's what the crack missiles do. If only I was a crack shot with these. I guess my aim wasn't what it was cracked out to be. My apologies to the Emperor for cracking so many jokes about his weapons. Alright. So we took out the big... I feel like taking out the big guys is not quite as necessary. Well, I mean, it helps out because, like, now you don't have this, like, huge guy with tons of firepower weighing down on you. Hold on. No. But you still have everybody else to deal with. Which definitely affects the pacing of the purge. And I suppose it also adds to the appeal of clearing out the room first and then fighting the big guy. As opposed to just trying to burn through the big guy before he does enough damage. Now, I'm imagining there's probably still, like... Maybe I'm not going after, like, the big guy, but there are medium-sized guys who need to be dealt with. Potentially. But also, it almost feels like this room is too big for its own good. Alright, and then there is a bloat drone. Who sounds like a gas bag. Like a popped gas bag when it's dead. All right. And the sound effect combined with that is just it's kind of funny. It's like horrifying and funny. Oh my. There we go. Resolution, the purge is complete. We are free to move on with our lives. They are unable to move on with theirs because they are dead, but that is the nature of the heretic, to be killed by the Space Marine. Optical membrane melting. Well, you know, it's a good thing that the legacy of the individual matters not. Foul horrors born of the Imperium matters little to the whole of the Imperium. So, we do not care. Primary cause of death, heresy. Secondary cause of death, lava. Species, gyrinx? Just in case a secret is here. Like, I'm sure this is the end of the level. In which case, the machine spirit will abandon us. Door queries, significant? Alright. I think I'm going to stop here for the night. Next time we'll finish the game. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.